Welcome to Russell Does Stuff. This is my YouTube channel. My name is Russell, and I work 6 hours on Monday, 6 hours on Tuesday, and whatever I don't get done, I'll finish up on Wednesday. I had someone reach out to me about 3 weeks ago, and they asked me if I would dive a little deeper into how I paid my house off, and if I could share some strategies with them. And after about 3 weeks of thinking about it, I finally got some time to where I could do it. So I asked him some questions. I asked him if he was single or married. I asked him if he found a house or not. And if he hasn't found a house yet, I would strongly suggest finding a house within your pay your house off plan. Don't go buying something that drains you of all your money every month, because you'll never have any overage to become debt free or pay a house off. So if you've already purchased a house and you've kept it within those boundaries, then you're in a good spot to start paying your house off. You want to make a plan. All right, you want to come up with a spreadsheet and figure out how long is it going to take to pay that house off. You're going to pick one of you. If you're married or in a relationship, you're going to figure out who makes the most money. Okay, is it you or him? So on the average, I think he made $100,000 between him and his wife. Okay, it's easier to do this with two people, trust me. Okay. I could have done this by myself because my business was doing really good, and I was making over $100,000 a year. Okay, so figure out who's going to pay the mortgage. Okay, and that person who's paying the mortgage is going to have to pay a bunch of bills too. Okay, not saying that you're going to put everything on that one person, but try to make it to where that person's income is getting dumped directly into the house. You want to pump money into that mortgage. Okay, you want to get that paid off as soon as possible, and that's the best way to do it. Okay, so once you figure all this out, I've explained in a past video, you already know what you're bringing in a month. You know what your mortgage payment is. You know how much money you got left over. Okay, the thing is if you both were single, somebody would be paying rent, somebody would be paying a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So I had one couple where I said, all right, you pay the mortgage for 3 years while that person's paying the house off. They looked at me like, no, I'm not. I said, well, if you weren't together, you'd be paying a mortgage or rent somewhere else. So it's easier with two people. Figure out how much it's going to take to pay off your house. Try 3 to 5 years. Okay, that's what I did. I ended up paying it off in like 4 years or whatever, because I ended up buying a business when I got towards the end of paying my house off. Okay, so someone's paying the mortgage and most of the bills. The other person, now their money's freed up to start dumping into the house. So if you're spending, let's just say $6,000 subtracted from what he's bringing in, okay, leaves him about $41,000 a year times 3 or 4. I mean, that's the math on that. But you got to stick to it. Okay, time flies. Before you know it, a holiday's here. Before you know it, you turned another age. All right, so time flies. Okay, it is one of the quickest moving things that I know is time. It flies. Okay, time keeps on flying into the future. Before you know it, 3 years will be here. Okay, 4 years will be here. Like that. It's magic. Come up with your plan, your spreadsheet. Dump that one person's income into that house. That's what I did. Okay, I dumped everything I made into my house, and we did go to dinner once in a while. We'd go to dinner maybe once or twice a month. but it was nothing fancy. It was a $20 meal. If we went somewhere, it was in the state of Florida and it wasn't far away, and we went for a day or two. Dave Ramsey says eat beans and do all this stuff, but you want to still go and do things. Okay, don't not go to dinner. Don't stop doing some of the things you like. Just cut back on them. Okay, because once you pay your house off, you can now decide what you want to do. After I did that, I decided, we're going to start traveling to different states. Maybe fly somewhere. Okay, because I don't have a mortgage payment anymore. Okay. Now that my house is paid off, I'm moving. I'm not going to stay here. In 2 years, I'm out of here. That's part of my plan. I'm going to rent this place out, and it's going to start paying me money. Okay. I'm going to find a $150,000 house in that area with a little bit of land that needs a little bit of work. And I've already been doing my research for about a year. And I know the areas where I want to go, and I have an idea because I'm planning. All right. I'm planning all this out first before I do it. Okay. I'm going to do this again, except this is going to pay for that. I'm going to take out a $165,000 mortgage on a little bit of land and a small house, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Okay. I'm going to rent this out. I can get pretty good money renting this house out. And that'll give me enough money to pay off the mortgage every month and put money in my pocket. Okay. I'm still going to work. I'm still going to work Mondays and Tuesdays when I go up here. Okay. And whenever I don't get done, I'll finish up on Wednesdays. But now this house is going to start paying me back. I've got a new roof on it. I'm getting ready. I'm planning. I'm getting rid of all my junk and all my garbage so I don't have to lug it to where I'm going to go. Okay. I want this house to be trouble-free. I don't want any issues. I got new water system. We're putting a new air conditioning system in it. We're going to put a new hot water heater in it. It's got a new roof. We're going to paint it. We're going to make the brick walkways look good. Okay. We are going to make this place as bulletproof as possible so that when we're up here, we're not going to have any issues. And when we're up there, I'm going to have some numbers I can call of some trusted people that can come look at and do repairs and stuff for me if need be. So, how to pay off your house. It's easier if there's 2 people because you can lean on that one person's income to make the magic happen. Okay. It's time and pressure. Okay. That's how you do things. It takes about 8 years to become successful in business. Okay. It might take you 7 or 8 years to pay your house off, but once it's done, you're going to pat yourself on the back. You're going to have this feeling that you've never felt before. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to go, oh, I'm not just working this job to pay my mortgage off now. You're going to have a whole new reason for doing things. Okay. You're going to look at the tree and go, I own that tree. The bank don't own it no more. I own everything now. The bank doesn't own it no more. Some people don't want to pay their house off. I get it. Some people want to take out leverage their equity and buy and do what I'm doing right here, but do it quicker. Okay. I got friends that own 100 houses. All right. They're rolling their debt. And creating all that. I don't want that kind of, I'm not wired like that. I'm not a high performance person. Okay. I just want a little piece of the pie. All right. 52 and a half years old. By the time I'm 55, I'm going to be living in this house, and this house is going to be paying it off. Now, I'm saving up money right here too before that happens. I got a 2-year plan. Okay. I'm going to bring up a guaranteed 2 years worth of income with me. So that way I'm not under any real pressure to figure out what I want to do for my Mondays and my Tuesdays. Okay. Might be lawn care and landscaping. I don't know, but I'm not going to have any pressure. All right. Big part of paying my house off was changing my spending habits. It's super important. You have to change your spending habits right here, and you need to stick to it. And every time that you make that principal payment, it's a good feeling. And then you have your spreadsheet on the coffee table in front of you, next to the remote control for the television. So when you get home at night, you can look at it and go, hey, I've got 9 payments left. I got 3 payments left. I got 2 payments left. Okay? It's the best feeling in the world if that's your goal. If that's written down on your goal list and you accomplish that, there's no better feeling than accomplishing your goals. So if this video helps you and that other person, awesome. Okay? This is Russell with Russell Does Stuff, and this is a strategy you can use to pay your house off. I used it. I had her paying the mortgage. She wasn't paying all the bills. I was paying a lot of the other bills because we had trucks and Jeeps and mowers and equipment and stuff like that. But I just told her, you just pay the mortgage, I'll pay everything else off, and that's how we did it. And teamwork makes the dream work. Well, if you like this kind of video, hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps out. And we'll catch you on the next one.